You know how we do. I'm gonna give you a little context and then I'm gonna give you my feedback.
Right, and for these next buttons that need to be checked on that same tip, right? We're talking about that MK1. We got True Underdog, right? Dropping some jewels right here because he released a video the other day talking about MK1 is actually dying, pointing out a lot of interesting facts. I think the video, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 12 or 13 minutes long. We're just gonna check out a couple short clips. I'm gonna put the link down below. Definitely check it out more. Once again, bringing up some more interesting points when it comes to MK1. Let's check it out.
According to everyone online, Mortal Kombat 1 is dying. The Steam charts are at an all-time low, not even reaching 2,000 players each day, which is never a good sign, and on top of that, the creator Ed Boon has gone radio silent on Twitter, which of course is also not a good sign. However, according to the PlayStation charts though, this month did see an increase in players by 24% on PlayStation, so that's good. The internet does tend to exaggerate things, but even I have to admit that Mortal Kombat 1 is in a not so good spot. And it's a darn shame too, because the gameplay is actually better than ever. The online desync issues have been fixed, we're getting crossplay this month, and even the Nintendo Switch version is working now. Amazing, right? That's actually crazy to hear, but it's true. Mortal Kombat 1 somehow runs well on the Switch. I can't believe it. Now, are the graphics a bit goofy? Yeah, for sure, especially if you zoom in real close on the characters and see their textures, but come on, it's the Switch, not exactly a powerful console. But that also being said, I have no idea why NetherRealm chose to skip the previous generation consoles like the PS4 or the Xbox One. I get that Mortal Kombat 1 is supposed to be next gen, but come on, if the game can run on the Switch, then it can definitely run on the PS4, and that would have just been more sales and more players.
Okay, definitely interesting, right? So he's talking about a lot of people saying it's dead. Numbers are going down but up in other spots. But he's also saying like it looks like the game is possibly looking up because they fixed certain issues like the desync issues. They're also getting crossplay sometime this month. Things look like they could be turning around, but is it too little too late? Also going to talk about like why was it released or why is it even working well on the Switch, but it's not like on the, you know, the PS4 or the Xbox One. And like I was saying earlier, he definitely goes into more detail about how, you know, why he thinks people are saying it's dying, but also why he believes it's about to start breathing some life. And he brings up a good point at the very end, talking about how he hates how people are comparing Tekken 8 to MK1. Let's check out the clip.
And also, I hope everyone stops comparing these games together. Yeah, it's fun to compare and contrast games a little bit, but what I mean is I hate when people say, oh, you play this game? Well, I play that game, and my game's better. Why can't we both just enjoy our games? Why can't we just both play each game?
Typically, I don't like playing longer clips in between, but this is just for context. Now, the issues with Mortal Kombat is not just the fact that they're comparing Street Fighter or Tekken to Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, as of right now, is not an exciting game. When I saw Mortal Kombat, when it came out, I was on the fence about it. But as the more I saw it get played, I really did not like that game. And then on top of it, just watching LTG play it, I'm like, really? Y'all really incentivized people to play like hoes on this game? You gave all these extra projectiles to take off all this life and chip damage. You added assist. Like, it's just a very hoish game. It does not look like fun. I've seen it played and everybody runs to the meta of playing the cheapest ass way possible. I'm like, I don't want to play that. None of the characters are inspiring. None of the, like, Raiden's a freaking joke on that game. Like, all of the characters I don't like that game at all. Like, I didn't want to buy that game. When I saw it played, I did not want to buy it. When I saw Street Fighter 5, yeah, it wasn't perfect, but I still wanted to get the game. But the problem with that was they was dropping very few characters and trying to money grab everything. Now, Tekken came out and dropped a full roster. Put some respect on your player's name. They came and dropped a full roster, a full game, and a full mode. Street Fighter, yeah, they dropped a full game, a decent array of characters. Now, I didn't like any of the characters on Street Fighter. Street Fighter was alright, but I did not like any of the characters. And they also have you're not able to use any kind of creativity with the combos. You can only use certain combos at certain times. But it still had its fun factor about the game. Like, even watching it, I still liked to watch some Street Fighter games. You know what I'm saying? So that one had an entertainment factor. I'm not getting back on Street Fighter till there's a character I want to use. That's why I was using Maritza. I don't even like Marissa. That's just the only character that I like how they fight. I don't like anybody else on the game. Now, Ed, I like how Ed looks. I'm like, finally, you're dropping some characters with some character and some style. I do not like any of the, even Ryu and all of their they're freaking, they look freaking lazy. Ryu has the laziest combos on the game. No creativity. It's just punch, kick, punch, kick, punch. I'm like, really? Y'all couldn't get that boy no roundhouse, no trip. Like, you couldn't do nothing else but punch, kick. And then with the Ed and the Aki, I said they trying to, you know what I'm saying? They trying to mix it up some more. But when you got Tekken and all this creativeness, being able to mix up the combos, you got a much better game. And even then, it's not cheesy. Like, no matter who you pick on Tekken, you're capable of winning, and characters have their own originals. They have a style. Like, when you pick a character, they have a notable style of how they fight and uniqueness. On those other games like Street Fighter and MK is just like the same crap over and over and over again. Nobody's unique on the game. Nobody. And they're gonna pick the same three people over and over again. On Tekken, you can mess around and fight anybody. Now, what I will say is people stay away from harder characters, but that don't mean if you don't get in the lab about 2-3 hours that you can't come out there with those characters and really put in work. But as far as MK in Street Fighter, it don't matter how long you sit there. A lot of them characters is just rinse repeat. They have no style the way they got the character set up. You can't mix up anything. And it's like when you knock them in the air, you have one option of what to hit them with. And I don't like that. I should be able to hit them as long as my timing is right, no matter what attack I use. So that's why I give Tekken 8 the upper hand over all of them. But next, when they drop a character that I like on Street Fighter, I'll definitely be back on Street Fighter. Maybe when Akuma drops, which I know they will, they better drop Akuma, or Bison, or Sagat. If they drop one of them characters, let me rephrase. Depending on how they fight, I might come back. Because if they bring them back and they fighting like Ryu, nah, I'm good on that. I'll pass. I won't be back on Street Fighter. But that's just my take. It ain't got nothing to do with allegiance to any game because I'm playing Street Fighter and Tekken. I'm not messing with Mortal Kombat, period. I'm not messing with it. Especially watching how LTG plays it and he's able to even pull off wins like that. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. I'll pass. But yeah, that's it, man.